Imagine you are John Brennan. You are the director of the CIA. You hold the highest security clearance on the planet. You oversee a multi-billion-dollar spy network. One afternoon in 2015, Brennan's personal AOL account, yes, the head of the CIA used AOL, was compromised. But it wasn't a Russian GRU unit. It wasn't a Chinese state-sponsored cell. It was a 15-year-old boy in England sitting in his pajamas. This wasn't a high-tech, Matrix-style hack. It was something much more terrifying. It was a secret war fought with a telephone and a silver tongue. And by the time it was over, the personal lives of the U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security and the Director of National Intelligence were laid bare to the world. Today, we dive into the story of Kane Gamble and the group known as Crackers with Attitude. The method too. Most people think hacking is about lines of green code. For Kane Gamble, known online as Cracker, it was about social engineering. Gamble realized that the weakest link in U.S. intelligence wasn't the firewall, it was the customer service rep at Verizon. In October 2015, Gamble called Verizon. He pretended to be a technician. He provided just enough leaked info, Brennan's mobile number and a few personal details, to convince the rep to give him access. Once he had the account, he went for the crown jewels, Brennan's SF-86. For those who don't know, an SF-86 is a 127-page document you fill out for a top-secret clearance. It contains every address you've lived at, your psychological history, your family's social security numbers, and the names of every foreign contact you've ever had. Cracker didn't just see the director's emails. He saw his entire life. Part 3, The Chaos. But Cracker didn't stop at the CIA. He moved on to the Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, and the Secretary of Homeland Security, Jeh Johnson. He hacked Jeh Johnson's home TV and left a message, "I own you." He hacked Clapper's home phone and set it so that every time someone called the Director of National Intelligence, the call was forwarded to the Free Palestine movement. The group then leaked the names, titles, and phone numbers of nearly 30,000 FBI and DHS employees. For a moment, the entire U.S. intelligence community was paralyzed by a group of teenagers who called themselves Crackers with Attitude. Part 4, The Fall. How do you catch a ghost? You wait for them to brag. In 2016, British police, working with the FBI, raided a house in Leicestershire. They found Kane Gamble, now 16, still at his computer. In court, the defense argued Gamble was emotionally immature and had an autism spectrum disorder. He claimed he did it because he was angry at the U.S. government's involvement in foreign conflicts. The judge called it a campaign of cyber-terrorism. In 2018, Gamble was sentenced to 2 years in youth detention. His U.S. accomplices, Andrew Otto Boggs and Justin Gray Liverman, faced federal prison. Part 5, The Conclusion. The secret war between the U.S. and its adversaries is usually fought with satellites and stealth jets. But Kane Gamble proved that a single teenager with a laptop can be just as dangerous as a foreign army. If the director of the CIA can be hacked by a 15-year-old, how safe is your data? If you want more deep dives into the secret history of US-China tensions and cyber warfare, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.